What is up, everyone? We are back for a new TCG Live battle here. And here's the thing. Today, I want to try something a bit crazy. Something you might say is unbelievable. But I want to see if I can still beat any of the major decks with Teal Gogapon EX. Now, I know what you're thinking. How are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to go ahead and head back to my Ripening Dance deck and edit it. As you see, we have a major way of getting back energy with Rebrew on the Sinistra. But that's not what I'm wanting to use today. Actually, we are going to use it, but I want to keep using Hydrapple and Teal Mask more. I don't think we necessarily need the Brock Scouting. I think those are just going to be obnoxious. We are still going to be using Earthen Vessels in this deck. And here's the thing, we don't necessarily need the, energy retrievals, since we are going to be running Rebrew. Therefore, we have room for a couple of new cards that we can possibly add. Now, if I remember here, since we have Rebrew, we don't need any more major energy support, so we don't really need the Max Rod either. So instead of running Max Rod to get back Pokemon and energy, we're actually going to run some TM Evolutions. Unfortunately, these only came out back in Paradox Rift. So, unfortunately for that, we may need to use... They will be out during the next rotation. So our next best bet is to run the Brock Scouting instead to get our evolutions that way. And due to that, I'm actually going to run some EXP shares. But we're only going to run 2. Well, make that 4 now. Well, actually, we already had them. I'm a bit of a dunce. But in order to damage the opponent a lot more, our best bet here is to go for Maximum Belt for our Ace Spec. Play on Hydrapple EX if we can get it in. And since this deck does use a bit of discarded supplies, we are also going to run a bit of what you all know as Professor's Research. They're like, bro, why remember Professor's Research? That's a little bit odd. But in reality, it actually ain't that odd. So Professor's Research is actually really good in most decks. Now I'm going to prove that to you once more. If I have any rare ones. Yep, we do. We're only going to run 2 research in this deck, though. But if you want to get a little extra creative, you can try and remove the Kofus for a bit more Brock Scouting. Like, I'd say remove both Kofus. And also remove a, I'd also remove a Terra Orb. But now we have room for both another Iono and 2 more research. Though the main thing I'm concerned about is getting back Pokemon. Not really the, I'm not really worried about losing energy, because I can easily get that back with Rebrew on the Sinistcha that I have in this deck. Therefore, all I really need here is some Super Rods to get back Pokemon. That's pretty much it. But in order to do that, I need to discard... I need to get rid of another card. And I think my best bet is going to be the Iono here for that. In order to add another Super Rod. Then for energy, we are running 2 of the Jet Energy and 14 of the Grass Energy. So, we are going to test this new deck's modifications and see just how good it can go. Because in my opinion, this could work out pretty well in our favor. So we are going to go ahead and test the deck here first, then we're going to try it in an actual battle. If y'all have stuck around in order to see these changes, and saw the deck list earlier, go ahead and try building it and see how it works out for you in your favor. Now, without ado, let's choose the starting coin flip. We're going to call heads here. And it's tails this time. It cooks us over. So the opponent won the coin flip and gets to choose who goes first. Though, if I know them, yeah, they are most likely going to go first with them being AI bot. Alright, and we start off with a decent hand. We're going to put in 2 Teal Masks off rip. Looks like they're running a fire deck, so I'm guessing they're running the Charizard deck that was given. Or they're running Dark Charizard. Either Dark Charizard or the Mega Charizard X is what they're running. And by the guess, it's probably Dark Charizard. Hold on. You could say. I really wish I got a Pokeball there or something like Terra Orb so I can get in a Teal Mask Ogerpon EX, but unfortunately we gotta work with what we got. So we're gonna equip that there. Grass Energy up here. Get a bit more with Mountain Stroll. I understand what you're thinking. Why put the Maximum Belt and the Teal Mask on the bench? So here's the thing, it does more damage with how many bench Pokemon my opponent has. And since Charizard uses a lot of bench Pokemon, as you can see, it's pretty easy to do such a thing. And they boss me into my one with the Maximum Belt, which I'm going to give them a thumbs down for that. Because they shouldn't have done that. I don't really need the Maximum Belt for this game to beat them if they're running Dark Charizard. And speaking of the double, we actually draw the Teal Mask, which is actually low-key really nice. So we're going to Teal Dance in order to draw a card, get our small engine going. But I don't want to research here. Just yet. Nah, we'll research away all those. We're going to get a new hand. That's a little bit risky. That is a bit risky. I'm now going to play Bug Catching Set. Go ahead and get a Hydrapple and a Grass Energy. Put them into my hand. I'm easily going to put EXP Share on the Teal Mask here. Because it's just going to get energy from all the other Pokemon. And then it's going to hit like a truck. We're also now going to Super Rod. Get back all 3 of these to play it safe. Shuffle them back in. You're then also going to Bravery Charm our benched one, just to play it safe. Then we'll end our turn into their move. I'll allow them to take off our lead Teal Mask, because they ain't really needed. They just choose to evolve into Charmeleon and Iono, which is interesting, but okay. This actually works out in our favor, though, because now we get a new hand of 6 each side. They get a second Charmeleon somehow, and play a Fire Energy onto their Mew EX. They play Artisan, get rid of it, and play Ultra Ball to get the Dark Charizard they need next turn. So either way, they're going to get Dark Charizard in play here, which is a bit annoying. Though they do knock out our active Teal Mask, so they do take the first prize of the game. Unfortunately for them, we're going to now bring in our own our other Teal Mask. They say a thumbs up. And I already know what I'm doing with this deck. I know how this deck works inside and outside. I'm going to start off Teal dancing here. We are going to put that there in order to draw a card. We actually get what we need off rip. We're going to go ahead and put it on the bench. And we know they have boss's orders. So, just to pay on the safe side, we're going to get another artisan from their own side.
Good morning.
And get an apple. Put it onto the bench. Now then, this isn't the easiest deck to run nowadays, but it still does the job fairly well. I'm going to check over here. Don't really need that Teal mask. So I'd say I'd equip return onto the active Teal mask. Then we go for the Iono here. I get 6, they get 5 due to the art prizes. And I play that relatively well. Get our Applin. And we now have to go for the Ogre comeback for 120. Knocking out their guy with energy. So unfortunately we do have to take a prize card, that means their Dark Charizard will be able to knock us out via with 210 damage. They're a little upset about the guy that had energy. Draw for turn. Play a Pidgey on the bench. Buy energy on the Charmander. They go Blazing Destruction to get rid of their stadium. They may think they're safe, but in reality, they are nowhere near close to safe. They're going to go Bronx Scouting and choose a Evolution Mon. And I think the best bet is going to be for this one to be the Evolution. That's the best possible bet because we got rid of our Rare Candy. We're now going to Teal Dance. We get another art, which is a bit odd. I'm also going to Lucky Helmet the Poltergeist in case they do want to take that out. Then we're going to equip an energy for turn onto the Teal Mask yet again. Call me crazy, call me Luffy, with how much energy I'm placing around. But this time I'm going to set up with a Mountain Stroll. Get a bit more grass energy. They bring in their Charmander still. I thought they would have retreated it by now and used their Charizard, but I guess they can't. Oh, they didn't even get energy. So I'm just thinking they don't have very good energy support unless they have that Dark Charizard. We now have Hydrapple in play, which is really good. Now we're going to go for the Vibrant Charge. Let's get some energy on our Hydrapple. We're also going to Teal Dance. Get ourselves a Sinistcha EX. We'll play that onto our bench Sinistcha Poltergeist. Best energy return there. Now I'm going to go for Arven. Main reason, Earthen Vessel, and EXP Share. And with this, I'm going to place this onto the Hydrapple. I'm going to Earthen Vessel. Get rid of the Research and get some more grass energy. Now then for the final attack, we are going to go for Ogre Combat to knock out their active Charmander. Whew. So far we're destroying their Charmanders right now. We get Bug Catching Step from our prizes, which is really good. They bring in Cleffa, they draw for turn, Nest Ball. Get a... Alright, so they're now trying to get in there freaking reps. The Counter Catcher, bring in my Teal Mask. Iono us. That's interesting. Because I actually need a better hand, so that helps out a lot. And then it turns out it actually gave me the better hand. Guess then they're going to retreat the Cleffa after Infernal Rain. No, they just charge up their other Pokemon, which is interesting. Draw away those to get Pidgeotto. And then they go for Cleffa's Grasping Draw. Okay, so that's an interesting move that they pulled there. Unfortunately for them, I do have the Jet Energy. But I could also do some other crazy shenanigans, but I'm not gonna. So they brought in my big attacker for no reason, but to bait me into attacking. But I'm not gonna attack that with this mob. Instead, I'm going to Teal Dance once more. Oh wait, I can't. Alright. So they did a fair play. But now we Jet Energy. Going back upper Teal Mask on the bench. Then we're also going to Terra Orb up another Teal Mask. Then we're also going to put that into play. And Lucky Helmet it as well. We now go Ogre Comeback for 120, taking out their Cleffa. GG's to you, Cleffa. GG's to you. And for that, we're going to take our first prize card that we placed. And we get another Poltergeist, which we don't really need. They get their Rapskit to protect their bench from any sort of damage. And they get a Pidgeot. Playing Ultra Ball to get rid of those two to get another Charizard. And they do have their Arcane to get in play and start charging up their guys. If this deck ran Energy Switch, they would be ready to destroy opponents. And they get stuff and put it back into their deck. They're trying not to deck out. We got TM Evolution, which is a little bit of a weird stretch. They got Defiance Band on Dark Charizard. Is now my move. For this, we can only grab an item. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to grab a bug catching set, get some energy going again. And we do get some energy. Now going to go for Hydrapple's ability. In order to get one more energy on it. We're also going to Teal Dance to draw the card. After that, I'm actually going to retreat with the Jet Energy. Bring in my Hydrapple. And now with all the energy we have in play, we can go for Surfstorm for 390 damage, knocking out anything on their end, even with weakness. Nothing wants to live this. So this is why Teal Mask and Hydrapple is insanely goated. They bring in their Dark Charizard with the Defiance Band. Unfortunately, they don't have another energy in their hand. Well, they do get another Charizard later. They're out of base Pokemon because they have 5 cards left in their deck. They do choose the Boss Mate. They choose my bench to Teal Mask, knowing it doesn't have energy. Which is pretty smart. I'm going to go Brock Scouting. And just grab the Evolution Cincha from one of my Poltergeists. And since I don't really need the bench Applin, when I get a chance, I'm going to retreat into that. I don't know, which is interesting. Uh-oh. They ducked up. They may knock out my Teal Mask Mask, but that doesn't matter. I still have more than enough energy equipped to my Teal Mask to take out the Dark Charizard for game. You actually get a Grass Energy, which is interesting. But now I'm going to go Ripening Charge. Straight onto the Sinistcha EX. Then we're also going to Super Rod. Get back in those guys that were in the discard. And we're also going to Iono. I get 1, they get 5. We're going to get back our Teal Mask right onto the bench. And last but not least, we go for Myriad Leaf Shower for 600 damage due to their weakness, which is way more than enough to knock out their active. And that is GG's. And we get our last Teal Mask. So there was the test battle. Now it's time for the real battle to begin with Ripening Dance. So we're going to send as our active and go into standard format with it. See how it works out. Alrighty. Alright, let's see how 007 Pokefan does here. Oh, but they run an interesting coin, which makes me think they might be running a bit of Sorrel-Edge here. But then again, we'll see. Alright. They chose heads. Let's see if they get it right. And they do get the coin flip right, so they get to choose who goes first. Oh, and they're letting me go first. That's interesting. They gave me the first turn setup. Something tells me my opponent may have gotten a Snorlax put into the active. No, but they got the Cinderace. That's interesting. We're going to EXP shear that one. Then we're going to equip a Grass Energy onto our bench Sinistcha and end our turn. That's our best bet that we can do. The Cinderace deck is interesting. Alright, what is that? Mimikyu. They are running Secret Box. Go for an Abra. Interesting. They're also playing Crispin. So I'm guessing they're playing both. So I'm guessing they're both playing Fire. No, they get a Dark Energy and Psychic Energy. That's an interesting combination. I've never seen this deck before, so I'm guessing it's a new stall deck of some kind. No, they do knock out my active Sinistra, which is fine. Now I'm going to get in the Sinistra EX. And after that one, I am going to Iona. So they get a new hand of 5, I get a new hand of 6. Alright, this deck is doing me dirty right now. Best bet here is going to be to go for the Matcha Splash for 120. I'm bringing the Mimikyu, which is annoying. I can eat 3 hits from this Mimikyu. Oh my god, they're running freaking Monkey Door, which is stupid. But the thing is, they don't have no Darkness Energy in play. Wait, what is that? They're running Mega Kangaskhan like this, which is interesting. They do go for the Ghost Die, which is annoying. Get another Applin. Fortunately, nothing much we can do. So I'm going to Earthen Vessel, get rid of that to get 2 more Best Energy. Then I have no choice but to retreat. I'm going to go Spray Fluid for 20 on their active Mimikyu. It's quite literally the only thing I can do against this deck. Oh no, they're bringing the freaking Kangaskhan. That's annoying. Now this is an annoying deck to play against. Something tells me this is just a stall deck and they are not playing honorably. And if so, I'm a little ticked off about this. They do play at least Determination, which is annoying. I'll be honest, their deck lineup is crazy to me. I've never seen any lineup like this. But then they also end their turn. This opponent's team is just bamboozling me left and right. Just gonna bring back in the Sinistra. Now I'm gonna go for the Matcha Splash for 120 damage. So that's my best damage right now. But then I heal 3 damage from that Mimikyu's attack. Go run errand to draw 2. You go for another Psychic Energy on the Mimikyu, which is interesting. Oh, these guys are running Energy Switch. Oh, shoot. That is annoying. That is really annoying. Well, that sucks. Go for another Lily's Determination. They play a Candy, and they get in a Alakazam EX. Let's check that out. Now that's a bit of an interesting card. But what do they have in play is giving their Kangaskhan 30 more HP. Oh, it's the Lively Stadium. Now we can get started. Teal Dance. Now then, it is time for Rebrew. We're going to put all 40 of these onto their Cinderace to get our first knockout of the game. I'm going to go number 4. And it is a Brock Scouting, so that will get us some evolutions going, which I am happy about. I am very happy about. They should have tried to take some damage off that Cinderace to get better setup. But now they have Latios EX in play, which gives them free retreat. After an errand running, where are they going to go for? They are retreating into a benched Mimikyu. They are going to go for another Ghost type, I'm pretty sure. This is where I wish I kind of ran a couple of Boss's Orders or Prime Catcher, but unfortunately I did not. I've just enough HP to live a hit.
Hi, I made my decision. I'm breaking up with him. Oh, she told Haley. Her face was like this.
Now they boss me. Into one of my applets. Now I'm going to bring in one of our Teal masks. I can't really do anything, so... Making a video. Okay. Anyways, then we're going to go for 2 Teal masks. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to have to retreat here. And we're gonna go back into the Sinistra. It's our only hope of doing damage. We're gonna have to go rebrew again, which is annoying. So we're gonna put 20 onto their bench the Monkey Dory with that crazy HP due to one of those capes. I think we just need to let our Sinistra go down for the greater good. Because unless we get energy here, we are cooked. Or unless we get the missile. Because right now, this opponent's cooking me with this crazy stall deck, and it's pissing me off. And pardon my language for that. Now, I am almost... But now I'm going to be low enough for a freaking, Now I'm definitely low enough to where a Ghost Eye will take me out. Yep, just a bit over. Just a little over what they needed. So we're going to bring in our Teal mask here. Finally can go for an Orban. Holy, where has it been the whole game? I'm also gonna go maximum belt. I'm gonna equip that there. And bug catching set. We are gonna get all the energy we can get here. I can just say screw it for that matter. Teal Dance to draw a card. Every charm, we'll put it on our benched one. Now I'm going to go for a Super Rod. Go back all of those, including the apple. Shovel them into my deck. Now we're going to go Mountain Stroll. I understand we are behind on prizes. But I know my TLMS can easily live a hit. Actually, wait, I should have Bravery Charmed the Teal Mask. Because if I did that, then my opponent would have been able to knock me out in a single hit. But oh well, it happens. They are choosing to retreat. They bring back in the Kangaskhan. Go for a run errand. Then I'm guessing they're going to end their turn. If I were to take a guess. Because they already retreated. They also play an Organ of their own. They go for Energy Switch. Let's see. I don't know where they're putting the Energy Switch at. They go for the Energy Switch, but where are they switching the energy from? Oh, they switch it to their Alakazam EX from one of their guys. Which I think is a little bit odd. Like, I don't think that was a good move on their end. They moved the damage off for one Monkey Dory. Off their one Monkey Dory. They also have Bravery Charm to boost the HP of their own Mega Kangaskhan, which is annoying. Now we can go for as many Teal Dances as we wish. Terror Orb, not really needed. So we are going to Teal Dance again. Get a Super Rod, which you don't necessarily need. You're going to equip a second energy to our active.
I got sauce.
You know what? I'm going to super route again. Get back both of those and shuffle them in. Thing installed that. Now then, we are going to go for one more mountain stroll, knowing they don't have the energy on their king is going to knock us out. Go for an errand, and then I'm guessing they're going to end their turn.
The bag is open inside their backpack. I would not put one in my mouth. That has one against Yeah, you're good.
I'm just in a little question mark. The main reason I'm a little confused on how this deck works. I've never seen it before. I'll admit it's an interesting combination though. Great, and they bring back in their freaking Mimikyu. I was gonna put loads of damage counters on me, but that is fine. We'll do insane damage to that Mimikyu, and then we'll hard swap to take it out. But they choose to bring in my Applin and knock it out instead. Which I think is a little bit too cheeky, if I'm being honest. I'm now going to start off going for Teal dances again. Get a Hydrapple. I'm going to Teal dance one more time. And we get another Grass Energy. We're going to equip that for turn onto that Teal mask there. Then we're going to go research. We're now going to Lucky Helmet our active and Bug Catching set. Get an Applin and a Grass Energy. Actually, shoot, why did I put that there? Oh, I have another Bossasaurus, I'm cooked now. You're now going to TL dance on this one as well to draw a little more. This just gives us another research. You're kidding me. We're going to go for Ogre Comeback for a loaded damage. We can eat a hit from their stupid Mimikyu as long as they don't have another boss in their hands. And just fire to check their discard pile. They used 1, 2, and only 2. So they may have only ran 2 bosses here. Go for Adrenabrain. So they're going to remove a bit of damage onto my active. I'm still going to live a hit if they go for the Ghost Eye. But they still have another energy, and now they're going to be able to knock me out for game, which is annoying. Therefore, I'm going to flee this game. I'm going to flee this game. Main reason, I've never really fought this deck. Like, it's a new deck, I get it, but dang, Bo just cooked me with it. Like, I never anticipated that deck in a million years. I never thought that Mimikyu or that Candace would put in work like that. Like, at all. Anyways, if you stuck around this long, it's time for the bonus clip. Time for us to open up all of these different packs and see what we get. We got new sleeves. Reverse Charmander, we got reverse. Okay, now this is gonna be awesome. Phantasmal Flames, Collector's Crate. Let's see what pulls we get from it. Got reverse Nimble, reverse Sableye, reverse Grimsley's Move, reverse Ludicolo, Reverse Moltres, Reverse Vileplume. Got the Wigglytuff illustration rare. Got Grimsley's move SIR. We got the Mega Charizard X EX SIR card, which is also insane. And we got 2. That is crazy. The collector's box OP, man. Holy. Now we got 3 normal packs. I swear, if we pull a 3rd one, that's going to be insane luck. Got Snubbull, Duraludon, Apom, Zigzagoon, Punk Helmet, Dawn, Haunter, Reverse Mischievous, Reverse Flygon, and a Reshiram for the Holo. I got Pileswine, Lotad, Bronzor, Apom, Dizzying Valley, Malouetta, Surledge, Reverse Milcery, Reverse Paldean Tauros into a Vileplume for the rare. And last pack, we get Charcadet, Smeargle, Vibrava, Gligar, Fire Breather, Dizzying Dizzying Valley, Wonder Patch, Reverse Snubbull, Flygon illustration rare, and Palmot for the rare. Bro, these Mega Charizard X EXs look insane. Like I even saw someone get one of these and it's worth $1,000 off rip in actual life. So that is an awesome card to have. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Like, follow, and subscribe. Peace!